Now, 800 CHAB presents Ask the Expert. Here's Rob Carnie.
Greg Marcyniuk, Heritage Insurance on CHAB's Ask the Expert today. And Greg, we're talking about distracted driving today. So many people using their cell phones while they're driving, but we got to point out today, it's not just cell phones. I mean, you can be distracted when you're driving, when you're drinking coffee, eating breakfast. I've seen people reading in their vehicles while they're driving. Distracted driving is distracted driving, sir.
That's right, Rob. And driving distracted has actually joined the ranks of driving under the influence as well as speeding. In fact, it's a leading factor in crashes and fatalities. And again, cell phones are not solely to blame here. So here's three main types of distractions. First of all, there's the visual, and that's taking your eyes off the road. Manual, taking your hands off the wheel. And cognitive, which is taking your mind off the driving wheel. And again, whether you're driving for work or personal reasons, it's always important to remember that you should be engaged while you're driving at all times. So these are just a few tips to keep you engaged in your driving. First and foremost is silent your mobile device or your cell phone and keep it away from you so it avoids you from being distracted by taking calls or texts. Now, if you do receive a phone call, even if you are on hands-free, you should pull over because even on hands-free, it still is a distraction. If you're going and you're having to use a navigational device, such as your screen in your vehicle, take the time before you take off to set that so that you're on your way. The other thing is make a playlist on your cell phone so that you're not having to change radio stations or set your radio station and keep it there. And avoid eating while driving. If you have to eat, take proper breaks, and it's good to have that break, and allow yourself time for the meals. If you're a passenger and you find that somebody is driving distracted or starting to get tired, offer to get behind the wheel. So these are tips that you should be thinking of. And the other thing to keep in mind that when and if you do read a text while you're driving, it's equivalent of actually driving blindfolded for 5 seconds just by looking at that. So that's how dangerous that is to look at that text. So keep your eyes up, keep them on the road, and try to drive engaged.
You know, another thing that bothers me when I see it is people driving down the road with a dog on their lap or a dog on their arm looking out the window. That's a distraction.
Yes, and again, there are tickets that police, if they see it, they are very much looking for it. So I would certainly recommend, again, to be engaged while you're driving. That way you're going to be safe, your passengers are going to be safe, and everyone else outside and around you will be safe as well.
Take a look at the tips online.
That's correct. NoHassleInsurance.ca, or come and see any of us here at the corner of First and Fairford West.
This has been Ask the Expert on 800 CHAB.